Hey guys, welcome to the practice. Today we're going to sequence up into a downward facing dog. We've done this pose pretty often. Any yoga class that you go to, you're going to see a down dog. But what we want to try to do today is sequence up into it and make sure we have parts of our body ready, engaged, and opened up so that when we get into that downward facing dog, we feel much more supported and grounded into it. So let's get started. Grab your mat. We're going to start in a child's pose position today. So go ahead, come on your hands and your knees. You're going to bring your toes together. Open your knees out kind of wide apart, almost the width of your mat. Stretch your arms forward and bring your forehead down. Just focus in on your breath. And take a deep inhale and roll up into your tabletop pose. Bring your shoulders forward and up over your hands. Line your hips above your knees. And try pulling the belly button in a little bit in towards your spine. And then round your back. And press the floor away. So we're going to hold cat pose and we're going to kind of shift back and forth. And shift back towards your heels. Round your back, shift forward. Try to get your shoulders just a little bit forward over your hands. And hold that cat. Hold your head down, chest and chin connect. And then relax, let it go. Shift back to your child's pose again. Relax. And then we're going to work your back again. Come on up. And just round your back one time in cat pose. And then drop your belly. Take a little bit of a lift in your head. Stretch your arms out to the corners of your mat. Slide your knees back, puppy's pose. You want to try pushing your armpits down. And our armpits don't get flat on the mat, but you want to try to push down into that space so that will open up your shoulders for future poses like downward dog. So just getting started. You feel that stretch in your shoulders. Press down into your arms, your shoulders, your armpits. And then feel supported here. You can bring your elbows in a little bit closer, lift your head, and just Easily glide forward into Sphinx pose. You can rest the knees and the hips back. And then puff your chest, lift up. Good. So you want to try to keep your head straight and neutral. Let's try to press nice and firmly down into those toes and into your lower back. So the more that we can engage and compress into that mat, the more opening, the more space we will create, the more we will work on the stretching and flexibility. Good. We're almost there. And try here just to relax the shoulders. And let it go, breathe. Bring your head down. Slide your arms back, press up onto all fours position, and sit back gently to the child's pose. Stay down in your child's pose. Let's lift your head up a little bit so you're looking forward between your hands. And then walk your hands out to the left. All the way out to the left side. Keep going. You will go beyond the mat. And then try stretching up that right hand and reaching it up over or just past that left hand. Just past your left arm. So you should be getting a stretch all the way down the right side of your body. Just going to hold it here for a second. And take a few deep breaths. Keep trying to get a little bit further and further in that side stretch. And then we'll take your hands and place them on your mat. And stretch back forward. You can bring your forehead down again. Child's pose. So we'll do that over to the right side now. You just keep walking your hands. Keep stretching them out to your right. Go beyond where you think you can go and take your left hand and just try to stack it right over your right hand. Just going to make a little space here, a little bit room, and then stretch. Take a nice deep breath. Walk your arms and your hands back up on your mat. Rest down, child's pose. Inhale, roll up, table pose. Let's round your back again, go to cat. And then shift forward and back. And then as you come forward, move into cat lift position. Drop your belly, lift your head. Try to hold that calf lift position. Try making sure that you're pressing into the palms, fingertips of your hand. Avoid any wrists and lift up. You're really getting into that spine. And that's what we need in down dog, is a really strong back, really strong healthy spine. And you can walk your hands back. So if you are able to, without too much pain here, a little discomfort, you're going to tuck your toes under and you're going to feel the stretch right in your feet. Keeping your feet, your toes flexible and strong. So if you're really feeling this stretch and it's intense because you haven't tucked your toes under and sat back on them in a while, or ever maybe, it might feel a little weird, it might feel a little discomforting. And I've had students that bring themselves in this position and they don't feel anything, right? It's much more natural for them to do this and they don't feel much of a stretch. So our bodies, our feet, everything's all different. So tap out when you have to tap out, but try to sit back with those toes tucked under. Relax. And obviously in down dog, we use the toes, we press into the feet. Good. Take a deep breath. Tap it out. Tap out your toes. You can sit back with the other way with the toes tucked back under. So we'll move and we'll get into the wrists now. Your wrists, your hands can come down on the floor. We're going to take one hand, the left, and we're going to turn it out to the side. Turn the left fingers out to the left side. Maybe even turn the right fingers out to the right side. Be gentle on the wrist if you can. Turn the left fingers in towards you. Turn the right fingertips in towards you too. And then lean back just a little bit. We'll stretch out your forearms. And stretch out those wrists. So only go back as deep enough as this feels good, obviously. You want healthy, mobile wrists. And if we use them a lot, if we are typing a lot, we're writing, we're constantly kind of surfing the web and doing all these kind of things, they don't get as much of a stretch as much as we use them. Pushing your palms down. And we're going to gently turn them back up the other way. Gentle. Bring your palms forward, or your fingers forward rather. And then flip up your palm. Flip up that wrist. I recommend doing one hand at a time. So we'll just start with the right side. Your right fingertips face your left hand. And flip your palm up. And we're going to go ahead and make a tight fist. Clench all your fingertips together. So we're just going to warm it up, stretch out that wrist, open it up again, and then make another fist. So to clench all your fingers together tight. Good. Let it go. We'll do the other side now. Flip your left palm up. Nice deep breath. And then go ahead and make a fist. Clench all the fingertips together. Squeeze it tight. And just let it go. We'll do that again. Squeeze all your fingertips together. Make a fist with your palm up. Gently applying a little bit of pressure into your wrist. Breathe. Take deep breaths if you need to here, if you feel it. Alright, so what we'll do here is, again, let it go. Release that hand and the palm down. So you can do another child's pose, or we'll do puppy's pose. Again, slide the knees back. Try to get your hips above your kneecaps. And come back to your shoulders. Press down again into your forearms and in your wrists and palms. And then we're going to look forward again and shift all the way forward and down to the Sphinx position. And lift your back, lift your chest, lift your head. Take a deep breath, hold it. And let it out slow. Nice. Slowly take it down. Lower down your chest, your chin. You can stretch your arms, bring them back, bring them forward, and then rest them under your shoulders. Rest your hands down. And try squeezing your arms and your elbows in tight. Your fingertips should be lined up with the tops of your shoulders. We're going to lift your body up into baby cobra. Take a deep breath. You barely want to use any weight in your hands just yet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come down. Rest your arms and your hands back. Turn your right ear down to the mat so you're resting just your jaw, the side of your neck. And bring your chin back down on the floor. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders again. Take a deep breath. Baby cobra. And try relaxing those shoulders back. You're peeling your body up like a piece of tape off the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come down. Rest your left ear to the mat. And we'll stretch your arms down. Rest. And keeping that back healthy and strong. And we will come back through center. Bring your hands under the shoulders. Tuck your toes. Press up onto hands and knees. Or try pressing all the way up into plank pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, child's pose. And that was our little sneak peek of down dog. So we're almost
almost there, you guys. We're going to stretch those arms. And then we're going to roll forward again from child's pose. Try going all the way forward, lowering down, lower down, and then press up into cobra. And back down to child's pose. And come on up. And take a few deep breaths. Got that back feeling good. You can give it a little massage, a little rub on that lower back. Gentle little taps, you make a fist. And just give it a little massage, a little attention. So this part of your lower back, around your hips, is going to be the straight up position that we're going to get into that downward facing dog. So when you're thinking your hips and your lower back, it's definitely trying to stretch up in that down dog by having the legs open up, having the shoulders opened up. So we're going to do just a few more stretches. Now we'll get into that shoulder and the outside of it. So come down on the hands and knees and thread your right arm under the left arm for thread the needle posture. Rest your shoulder, rest your ear down. You can take the left hand and drape it around your lower back. Let's unthread your arm. Let's do it over to the other side. So your left arm threads underneath the right. Once you get that shoulder down, you can relax your right arm around your lower back. Relax. Let's take your right hand down, unthread it. Good, cross your legs, or just turn around and come forward into a seat. Shake out your legs. Try keeping the backs of your knees down. And sit tall. And then fold forward. Opening up, stretching your hamstrings. Take it easy. So just stretching down a little bit towards your ankles or just towards your feet. And take it easy, slowly lift your head, come up. Try sitting nice and tall, lengthen your back. Let's go forward one more
time. And breathe, relax. If you want to interlace your fingers and bring them around the back of your head, hold. Just a little gentle weight with your hands. And then release. Let it go. Come up and do a little heart opener, little seated chest lift position. And then stretch your right leg out to the side, left foot in. We'll do a one-legged forward fold. And we're going to cross the right leg on top of the left. Twist to your right side, seated twist. And then over to left leg out, right foot in. So keeping that hamstring open and loose. Some of us feel hamstrings are tightening us in down dog. So come into a seat, right? Target that hamstring. Fold forward directly into the leg, right? We do the right side, now we're doing the left. So just fold forward, go right into that area of your body, stretch it out. And it should feel pretty nice. And then come up, cross your left ankle over the right, and twist. Good. And then find your comfortable seat. Stretch your legs forward. For a moment, we're going to lay down on the back. Bend your knees about 90 degrees. Squeeze your belly button towards your spine. Core is engaged. And take your hands, press them against the tops of your legs. So getting that core engaged. The midsection of your body. Press, resist. You should feel it by resisting, pressing into the hands and pulling back with the legs. And then lower into bridge pose. Feet down, hips up. And then one more time, drop the hips down. Bend the knees about 90 degrees. Press the hands into the legs. And then bridge pose. Feet down. Lift your hips up. Push the pelvis up. And release and lower. Hug your knees. Try to rock and roll all the way up. And all the way into hands and knees. So we'll go into a forearm plank now. Come down on your forearms, one at a time. Tap your toes back. Try to keep your knees off the floor. So if you think of down dog like an upside down V, your plank pose should be the opposite. It should be not a V position, but a flat plank board, right? No inversion, no lifting of the hips, keeping everything straight and even. Try to keep your hands loose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Let's drop it into Sphinx pose one more. I'll take a cobra position. Or an up dog. Take it easy all the way up.
and back. So I think we are almost ready now. We're gonna get your hands ready. So there's a degree with your arm and your hand that you want, where you're not all the way forward like you are in a plank pose. You're just shifted out a little bit more towards your side. We're going to tuck the toes now, lift the knees, and begin lifting the hips up into our first downward facing dog. Slowly just try dropping the weight of your heels down. Feel your down dog, get connected with your feet on the floor. Get connected with your feet, your hands pressing down. The modification of down dog is dropping the knees. So anytime you need to drop the knees, just lower. And then start to walk your feet forward. Good job. Standing forward bend. You come up slowly. Stand at the front of your mat. Mountain pose. Good job. So now that we did our downward facing dog, let's add in some yoga sun salutations here. Stand tall, bring the hands together. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Take your right foot, lift it, and step it back. Tap down your knee. Inhale. You can bring the arms up over your head, or just try to look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your back toes. Step. Lower down your knees. Lower down your chest and your chin. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. And take your right foot forward and place the left knee down. And step back forward to the front of your mat, fold. And reach your arms and your hands over your head. Arms down. Hands to heart. Extend the arms up. Bow forward. Lift your left foot up. Tap down your knee. Look up. Step back. Down dog. Tap down your knees. Lower, down to your chest and down to your chin. Cobra. Hold on the breath in. Lower down. Push up, down dog on the breath out. We'll place the left foot forward, right knee down. And pick it up, step the right foot forward, fold. Extend the arms up. Take your arms or hands, lower them down. Extend the arms up again. Bow forward. Take your right foot and step it back. Press into your hands. Take your
your left foot, step it back. Take down your knees, chest, chin. Cobra pose. Down dog. Then take your right foot forward. Left knee to the ground. Take your left foot forward and fold. Rise up. Arms down. Again. Sweep your arms up. Bow forward. Step your left foot back. And step your right leg back. Lower down your knees. Lower down to your chest or chin. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. And please take your left foot forward, your right knee to the ground. And step your right foot forward and fold. Rise up. Arms down. All right, last one. Extend your arms up on the inhale. Bow forward on your exhale. Step the right leg back. Step your left leg back, downward facing dog. Take your flow. You want to lower down to the mat with ease and keeping those arms in. Cobra. Down dog. All right, let's hold that last downward facing dog and really engage. Know what you turned on in your body. So we know we're trying to get those hips up in the highest position. Gradually, we're going from the toes, gradually going a little bit further down to the heels, but it's not right or wrong to be on the toes or to be feet flat, right? More importantly, we want to get the back straight and the hips up. And then come down to the ground, lower down the knees, relax. We're going to take a nice, comfortable seat now. You can cross your legs, and once you've crossed your legs, you can roll back those shoulders from the ears a few times and maybe just loosen up your head, your neck. And then we'll take a twist over to your right side and turn. Let's take a gentle one. And then back forward, and then just a gentle twist over to your left side, just a turn, twist. And come back through center. Now let's rest your eyes for a moment. Tune into your back. And tune into your chest rising a little bit, your shoulders down. And just for you to get to this point right here in your yoga practice, required so much of opening up hamstrings, hips, chest, shoulders. And the yogis would say all those poses were designed just so that we can sit up comfortably with ease. So see if you can sit tall, lengthen out your back again. But just try to sit with ease. Draw your focus inwards. Let's feel the calmness and the lightness of your breathing. Try to just breathe very lightly and softly in through your nose and out through your nose. And feeling the structure of your body, your seat, and sitting tall. Most importantly, relaxing the mind. So we will now move from a light type of breathing to a more medium type, turning on the breath a little bit. So take a deep breath, let it go. Take a deep breath, let it go. Fully in, letting go. Fully in, letting go. In through the nose, out. In through the nose, let it out. In through the nose, let it go. In through the nose, keep going, let it go. You're going to do it again. In through the nose, let it go. In through the nose, letting go. In through the nose. And hold. Exhale out slow. Now just relax. You can breathe in whenever you're ready to. Bringing your breath back to light. Now feel the calmness of your breath back at it again. In through the nose and out. So we'll try going to our faster type of breathing. So it's going to be in through the nose, out through the mouth, as fast as you can. Think about bunny breaths, the way that they would sniff. We're going to do exactly like that. So let's try to go for about 20 to 30 breaths, nice and fast. Keep it going. Fully in. Just try to hold it. And let it go. Really, really nice job. Bring your breath to be calm again. And take your time today. And stretch out your legs and take your final relaxation. thank you for joining. Namaste.